Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Greensboro Planning Department wants to capture the public's ideas on the future of the Randleman Road corridor. If you want to offer suggestions on what the corridor should look like, make plans to attend a public input picnic. The picnic will take place on Saturday, July 20th, offering residents an opportunity to share their perspective with the Planning Department staff. The picnic will be hosted from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the New Goshen United Methodist Church, located at 3300 Randleman Road. This marks the second meeting for Phase 2 of the Randleman Road Corridor Plan, which builds on the progress and recommendations from Phase 1. Staff developed a draft set of strategies for the new plan based on conversations and input from the first meeting back in March. This phase covers a 2.3-mile stretch of Randleman Road from the I-40 interchange on the north to the city's southern border. Phase 2 of the Randleman Road Corridor Plan is expected to be complete this fall. For more information, visit the city's website or contact Kelly Larkins at 336-412-5739. You can also follow the developments on the city's Facebook page. The Federal Transit Administration awarded the City of Greensboro a $22 million grant. These funds will be used to purchase 6 battery electric buses, 12 hybrid diesel buses, and 26 chargers for the Greensboro Transit Agency, or GTA. Greensboro Transit Agency Director Reginald Mason said this grant will help GTA transition to a zero-emission fleet in support of the city's strategic energy plan. The City of Greensboro is a leader in providing sustainable transit for our community. The Gillig brand battery electric buses built in California will be added to the city's existing fleet of electric buses. The chargers will help prepare for future electric fleet expansion. The Gillig brand hybrid buses will replace existing hybrid diesel buses in the city's fleet that have met their useful life. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said the program allows transit agencies to replace older buses running on dirtier, expensive fuels by delivering modern and zero-emission buses manufactured in America, connecting more people to where they need to go. This grant is part of $1.5 billion in federal funding provided to more than 100 transit agencies across 47 states. Guilford Metro 911 Executive Director Melanie Jones was named president of the National Emergency Number Association, or NENA, at the organization's national conference in Orlando. Jones will lead more than 22,000 members in advancing NENA's mission to improve 911 services through research, standards, development, training, education, outreach, and advocacy. During her acceptance speech, Jones told her colleagues, "Be the reason people trust 911. I want that trust between 911 and the public to be solid. When an individual dials 911, you are at the other end of the line. You are the trusted voice of help when help is needed the most." Jones has 35 years of public safety experience. She is committed to ensuring NENA continues to lead on the issues that matter most within the 911 community, including advocating for next-generation 911 funding, reclassifying telecommunicators as a protective service occupation, furthering diversity, equity, and inclusion, improving wellness for those in 911, and addressing the 911 staffing crisis. Guilford Metro 911 serves all of Greensboro and Guilford County. It is considered one of North Carolina's largest consolidated centers. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
70% of Americans are overweight, and the majority of them have health issues that would improve with weight loss. So how do you know if your weight is affecting your health? The easiest way is to calculate out your BMI, or your body mass index. You can do that by going online and entering in your height and your weight. It will give you a number. If that number is 30 or greater, it is likely that your weight is affecting your health. When your BMI is greater than 30, it puts you at much higher risk of things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. In fact, if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have a greater than 300% chance of becoming diabetic. If your BMI is 40, that increased risk goes up to 500%. So if you want to lose weight, the most important thing to start with is to calculate out your resting metabolic rate. That's what most people consider their metabolism, and it tells us how many calories you need to keep your weight the same with a low level of activity. The best way to do that is to take your weight and multiply by 9 if you're a woman and 11 if you're a man. Now that we've calculated out your resting metabolic rate, it's time to figure out how many calories you need in order to lose weight. If you cut 500 calories per day from your resting metabolic rate, you lose approximately 1 pound of fat per week. If you think 1 pound a week isn't significant, you should know that a pound of fat is about the size of a small grapefruit. So losing a grapefruit of fat every week isn't too shabby. Exercising while losing weight is important in order to prevent your metabolism from falling while you're losing weight. Studies show that just 10 minutes a day of exercise 5 times a week is enough to cause health benefits. If you increase that exercise to 30 minutes 5 times a week, you maximize those benefits and you find it much easier in order to keep your weight off. Studies also show that if you exercise more than 30 minutes 5 times a week, you can increase your hunger. That increase in hunger tends to make you eat more calories than you just burned, which defeats the point of exercise for weight loss. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips will help put you on a path for a healthier future. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Karen Beasley.
Road closures continue across Greensboro, and a new artist is taking residency at the Hires. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One lane of West Smith Street between Benjamin Parkway and Prescott Street will be closed until 4 p.m. on Friday, August 2nd. This is due to construction on the downtown Greenway. Motorists should expect delays in the vicinity of the construction zone and are encouraged to use alternate routes to avoid the area. Work schedules are dependent on weather conditions and equipment availability. For more information about lane and road closures or to subscribe to receive email notifications about upcoming road work, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro welcomes thespian and educator Julia Miro for a residency at the Hires. She will present Impressionism by Michael Jacobs, which includes a series of events that explore various artistic endeavors both before and during the run of the theatrical experience. This residency focuses not only on the story, but explores the possibilities for arts integration within the production. While the play examines the intersection of two people and the way they see the world, opening a discussion of what art is, the production encourages the audience to transcend their expectations of theater. Miro holds degrees from Virginia Commonwealth University and Virginia Wesleyan College. She has been a practitioner of Black theater for more than 40 years, working as a director, producer, educator, designer, and performer. Miro has been published in several areas of study, including the Harlem Renaissance and Shakespeare. For the complete schedule of events, contact Creative Greensboro Performing Arts Coordinator Todd Fisher at 336-373-2974. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation staff invites the community to celebrate National Parks and Recreation Month. Throughout July, they will host the following community events. Movie night at Hester Park will take place on Saturday, July 20th at 8:15 p.m. Bring your blanket and lawn chair for the family-friendly showing of Elemental. The Greensboro Police Grill Team will prepare hot dogs while supplies last. Admission and hot dogs are free. The Maker's Way at Gateway Gardens is on Saturday, July 27th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Take a stroll through the garden, showcasing a variety of vendors and live performances. Food truck fare, beer, and cider will be available for purchase. Bingo players of all ages can download one of the 3 bingo cards or pick one up at a recreation center or library. Email the completed card and be entered to win one of 3 Parks and Recreation prize packs. There's something for everyone during Parks and Recreation Month. The Civil Rights Museum is gearing up for its annual fundraising gala. Coming up after the break, we'll discuss the theme and how you can still make plans to attend the event. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. It's getting closer to the signature event hosted each year by the International Civil Rights Center and Museum. Joining me now to give us an overview of the annual gala for the sit-in movement is John Swain. He is the executive director of the museum. Hello, John. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Carla. Thank you for inviting me.
Always good to see you, of course. So the annual gala is just around the corner. Tell us when it is and what is this year's theme?
Sure. This year the event is going to be held on July 20th, next Saturday, and the theme is the Road to Equality. This year we added that little theme in because of the 70th anniversary for Brown versus the Board of Education and the 1964 Civil Rights Act. So there's a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, so that's the wonderful thing about the gala. Your
Yes.
themes are always so pointed towards a point
They
in
have to
history.
be.
And we are sometimes reliving history in
Yes.
modern era. So with that, how does the gala support the community and the museum's growth?
Sure. It takes a lot to keep such an enterprise moving forward, and it takes the support of everyone in the community, from students who visit us to college groups, corporate groups who buy gala tables. Everyone supports this institution. And it's a wonderful enterprise to have here because we attract people from around the globe, and when they are here, they bring our local folks who haven't had a chance to come into the museum. So
Yes, and it is a jewel, and it's right there in the
Yes.
heart of downtown Greensboro. This year, as with every year at the gala, you have honorees in different award categories. So tell us, who are the honorees, and will the public have an opportunity to meet them?
the public will have an opportunity to meet each one of our gala honorees. This year we have the Reverend Dr. Ben Chavis. He is going to be our Austin Jones Award recipient. As you know, he's done a lot of work on environmental racism, so we're looking forward to having him back. He was here for our speaker series in February, so that's an exciting one. The Bill Bell, the Honorable Bill Bell, he was mayor down in Durham.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to having him in. He is our Trailblazer Award recipient. Heather Booth, she's another wonderful person that we're going to welcome to Greensboro. She's quite excited about being here to receive the Unsung Heroes Award. We will be giving the Lifetime Community Service Award to Miss Dorothy Dot Kearns. She has had a long record in civil and human rights. A wonderful person. I've heard her name a lot in the community over the years since I've been here for 15 years. So I'm looking forward to really connecting with her more. Frankie Jones, one of those super attorneys in the area, he's going to receive the award for the Keeper of the Flames this year, the Civil Rights Flame. Frankie is a dynamic person, and we're looking forward to having him with us for the evening. And then Yvonne Revelle, she will receive the Sit-In Participant Award this year. She is very excited, has already been up, checking things out, and looking forward to connecting in with her family.
Well, that's a night and an impressive lineup for the evening of events.
Is it ever?
Is it too late for people to cash in and get a ticket?
We have a couple of tables available. I had to go ahead and get head counts turned into the hotel so that they can get the right amount of food. We do have a couple of spots available still, so people
Hurry
can
and act fast.
get them.
Okay, so this all brings us back to the museum. The gala is a fundraiser to support the museum.
Yes.
How can folks continue to do that in terms of visiting? What's the best time to get there?
The best time to visit the Civil Rights Museum is Monday through Saturday. We open at 10 o'clock in the morning and close at 6. There are days that we open much earlier. Some of our staff don't like that 8:30 opening time, but it's a great opportunity to be able to expand our services to the community and do so much more. So we welcome the public at most any time.
Okay, well, we are looking forward to July 20th.
Yes.
For the Civil Rights Annual Gala, and congratulations on another successful event. I'll just say it in advance. And we thank you for the enrichment that the Civil Rights Museum provides the entire community from school kids on up. And we will have you come back again to tell us about the Black and White Ball that will be happening in February.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Department of Transportation launched its new initiative called the Neighborhood Traffic Management Program. This partners residents, neighborhood associations, and homeowners associations with GDOT engineers to create tailored plans to reduce vehicle speed, making residential streets safer for everyone. You can request to have your neighborhood street evaluated for safety concerns by applying online before August 31st. Make plans to attend the Overview and Application Workshop on Tuesday, July 23rd or Saturday, August 31st. Application assistance is also available during open office hours in August. All applications will go through a needs-based analysis that reviews speeding, traffic volumes, crashes in the last 3 years, pedestrian and bicycling needs, and proximity to elementary and middle schools. GDOT engineers will then work with residents to develop a project plan. Any recommended changes will not interfere with the ability of police, fire, or emergency medical services to reach neighborhoods when called. For more information and to view the workshop times and locations, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The West Market Church hosts a free concert July 18th with performances by 3 organists and a team of 8 percussionists. Michael Dodds conducts work by Baker and Roberts. Bring your non-perishable foodstuffs to support local college food pantries to this otherwise free event. Learn more online at westmarketchurch.org. On July 19th, the International Civil Rights Center and Museum hosts the Dudley High School Class of 1964 reunion and a program about the landmark Supreme Court decision in Brown versus Board of Education. Tours are available to registered guests from noon to 2, followed by a panel discussion with 3 prominent Dudley alums. Register at sitinmovement.org. Blandwood in Bloom is July 20th at the Blandwood Museum and Gardens. Take a self-guided tour of the buildings, stroll through the rose gardens, and enjoy food and other wares from local vendors. Learn more about this free program online at preservationgreensboro.org. If you've ever wanted to learn the ukulele, the Hemphill Branch Library invites you to a free beginner's class July 20th. Terry Brandsma of the Triad Ukulele Club offers a lesson on the 3rd Saturday of each month. The club has provided instruments to the library for public circulation so you can practice at home. Learn more online at greensborolibrary.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Transit Agency is adding 3 destinations to the downtown Hopper Trolley circulator route. The free trolley will continue north along the Elm Street corridor with stops at the Moses Cone Hospital campus, State Street Shopping District, and Revolution Mill. Operating hours remain from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. on Thursdays to Saturdays and 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays. Please note the Hopper Trolley will change to a seasonal service ending in October and returning next year in April. The downtown Hopper Trolley launched July 2023. The recently adopted city budget allocates funding to continue the service, which has quickly become a staple of downtown Greensboro. For more information on the Hopper Trolley, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the City of Greensboro. Energy at the Park continues to provide supervised sports, games, and free lunch. The program operates in 4 neighborhoods from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mondays through Thursdays and wraps up on August 8th. This is open to kids ages 6 to 15 years old. Participating playgrounds are Hampton Park on Four Seasons Boulevard, Sussman Street Park on Sussman Street, Maywood Park on Maywood Street, and Woodmere Park on Autumn Drive. For more information, contact Mel Melton at 336-373-7502. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.